The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback.
Watch the run, watch the run.
17. Joker. Slice blue. 40's Mike. 40's
On first down, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And his first look is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 30. 29 is the middle.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
26. Here we go again. No. Off. Plant. 55's Mike, guys. 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, check 26. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Man out. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, watch the slant. Jump out. 29 is the Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know. Jam him, jam.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check Mike 40. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Push him back.
Here's Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Grenard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Auden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action, now it's Tua. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Green Jacks.
From the 44, Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end right. 3 down.
They'll give this to Akers running right, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's go now. 10 black.
10, Mike 10.
Red cycle.
Get ready.
Tua going to throw.
Time to go. Night.
This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On play action, Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this to Eckler, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 29.
Get 300. Get 300.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You ain't going nowhere. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because
rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
I'm coming. Slam, slam, slam.
26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. In your face. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike.
Tua, a final shot before half. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
29 is a
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
60. Blue, go. Steal, black.
Mike 40. Here it comes.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Williams brings it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the...
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run. So I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Army. Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
Blue, black. Black ultra.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through and drops him for an 8-yard loss. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Converge.
Check 50. Check 50.
Check 50.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. Going up top. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said,
and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Christian Wilkins. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Jump out.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes it to Tate. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Trips.
Hey, 88. Go to 50.
29 is the Mike. Mike.
Boom.
Don't get nervous.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Eluding the... Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the footballcratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
I got him.
40's Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
29 is the mic.
Hey, 88.
Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Over. Back north.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
I got you. Kill. Switch. Hey, watch the edge. Watch.
Striker, 3-3, drill green.
Mike 40. Check tight end.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
Red, yellow,
Mike 40.
Tack.
go red.
Hey, we're going Mike 40.
Man, I got you.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jonathan Bernard able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Mike 10. Woo-hoo.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Long day. That's going to be a long day. Deuce.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Shift. Yeah, this. Shift. Take 30.
Hey, eat.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Christian Wilkins in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. McCann's kick up and good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
McCann's got it teed up.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 10. Target.
Red, cycle.
We got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Hey, come on, oh.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
10's the mic.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
10's the mic.
Tua now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ricky.
Smash, red.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey, let's get it.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. and oftentimes knock it away.
Mike 29.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the...
Rodgers throwing here. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Hey, take 26.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
We own them. We own them.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Rodgers going to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Celebrate! 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pay, Mike. Hey, alert 3. Alert Mike.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Plant all day, dog.
Rodgers looking to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called.
That's how we do it,
Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
88. Watch the screen.
To throw is Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.